Okay, I would hope this is recording. Okay. Hello and welcome to what's probably the most random video you see on the side channel. This video started from it being no webcam, inspired by the fucking trashy Linux channels you see where it's like 3-letter username and talking about the distro. But it evolved into me doing a segment on stream, and now evolved to this. So this will be what will actually be uploaded, not the VODs, which are in my VOD channel, and not anything. I just wanted to talk about a launcher. I wanted to talk about Labby Launcher 3. Now, yesterday, I was testing Labby Launcher 3 because one of the developers of Labby Launcher contacted me. Well, we had a conversation going on. I was talking. I'm mainly me talking about one gripe that I had with the launcher, and I've been using it more, and I figured more gripes that I have with the launcher. So this is the main interface. I probably need to make my webcam bigger. There we go. This is the main interface of Labby Launcher 3. Uh, that's fine enough. I'll remind it. Lumi, your guide, the instances, instance change log news, etc. Now, immediately one detail about this, I'm actually full screen it, is this side. Why do we have a new section that you cannot hide, by the way, in the settings, even in advanced mode? But why do you have it here and here? It's kind of weird though. It's like in two places. Also, this. Oh, did they actually fix it? Yesterday it said that it was like for the Euros instead of the fucking World Cup. They did fix it. Thank you. They removed the bad news. So it was it. The issue is, why the fuck is there news here if you have a full-on section for news? That's weird. I don't really like that. I think this could be more optimized if it's, I don't know, preparing Minecraft to launch Minecraft. I want to actually show it if it was actually the game logs, because having logs and stuff up here, or taking this side instead of the news, is actually useful. If there is a bug, and I'll show this, please download the asset faster. It makes it seem like I've not used the launcher. I have used it. I used it yesterday. I used it a couple of days ago when I was testing. Oh yeah, the game log is like hidden up here in a small side, and there you can see the full screen game log. I think this is a little bit useless, also because you can just check it in instances if you go here. So just put it here, put the game log here, like how Prism. Actually, let me stop the instance from going. There we go. Like in Prism, if I open up an instance, it automatically. Please, oh my god, why do I have to re-download everything today? When I open instance, I just go to edit and I can see the logs. It's full screen, it's the first thing that you see. Also, if it crashes, it shows it, or if you want to do any changes, it's the first thing that you'll see. So it's more useful than it being hidden. And I mostly wanted to compare Labby Launcher with another launcher that I tested yesterday. It is XMCL, the X Minecraft launcher. Now, XMCL and Labby are kind of similar-ish in aesthetics, a little bit, but obviously XMCL is meant for another audience, it's meant for a mostly modded audience. In fact, the first thing that you see, other than in news, is a modpack thing, a modpack market. And if you create an instance, you basically, the first option it gives you is, hey, what version of Fabric do you want? What version of LabyMod? Talking about LabyMod. What version of LabyMod do you want? Do you want to launch a local version that you installed? It's good. It's a good launcher. I generally recommend XMCL. It is Electron based, so some people may have issues with it. I don't mind that, but it's a general, it's a general comparison. It's a useful comparison to make with Labby because they try to do something similar-ish. Now, another issue that I immediately found was going into settings. I saw this. I saw highlight color. Seeing this highlight color, you can see that it's highlight color, I was immediately reminded. Oh, actually, let me just put the cam here, here, because it won't really matter. Max, I'll just remove it. Whatever. It reminded me of something actually present here in XMCL. If I go to XMCL here, you can see this theme, color, and blur. I already customized it. It's usually another color scheme. If I go light mode, you see the default. If I go dark mode, you see what I put. But here it says primary color, error color, warning color, etc. So every single element of the UI now is purple. If it has an error, it will be that magenta, etc. I thought it was the same thing here. White for the icons here, cyan for these, and blue for these. It isn't. As you see, if I put white, only these changes. Only the slider buttons, well, the levers, I don't know the proper term, the proper UI term, but whatever. The levels and the levers and the tags. Why? I don't know. It makes it look ugly, to be honest. It doesn't make it look appealing because what if I want to have my launcher be purple? Oh, I set it purple. Oh, it's really not doing good because there is the blue and there is the purple. I want it to be green. I want it to be red. It has the blue there. It's contrasting. Even if I go to play, this will be blue, which is like, at this point, why would you do that? Why would you have an option if all the other options except the defaults are shit? In the sense that unless you put some really close stuff like still in the blue stuff, unless you put something related to that, then it's gonna be difficult. Like that is gonna be worse, in my opinion, than having, you know, an actual like than having an option. Whatever, then have it blue. So my thought was, and what I think they should have done, is instead of putting this, either just make it so that you can select it and edit an element of the UI. What I thought was white changes the icons right here. This changes the sliders, the tags, etc. And this changes some of the bigger UI elements like the buttons and in general the buttons like create instance here or in the settings, the customize, the whatevers, etc. etc. Sure, it is a big element of the UI, the sliders and tags, but it's not all of it. It's not all of the stuff. So either make it so that it's more generalistic in the sense that also the buttons get changed and not just have it just for the sliders and the tags, or do it how I said, like make it more customizable, make it so that every UI element can be customizable. Because right now it seems more shallow. Also, another thing that I found weird, I'll try to create an instance. Let's say that I want to make a 1.21.11 fabric instance. So I don't want to have LabyMod on. Let's say I just want to have fabric. Oh, let me have 1.26.1.2 fabric. It doesn't have whatever. It doesn't have this because fabric doesn't support it yet. Oh, I want to have this. Let me create. Oh wait, I want to download the modpack. Where's the option to download the modpack? One of the things I found annoying with Laby Launcher was its disdain for mod packs. And it's something that I've seen from other clients, specifically Lunar. Lunar doesn't have a mod pack option. Like, you cannot download mod packs directly from there. You can download mods, but you can't download mod packs. And that makes it shitty for two types of people. One, people want to have an easy optimization, so they just will download the first mod pack that they see, and they'll be good with it. And two, modders. Let's say, for example, that you want to make a mod pack. You want to make a fabric mod pack, you know, let's say 1.20.1 or 1.21.1. You want to make, you know, a mod pack. At least how I do it in Prism or XMCL is generally like this. I will go to Modrin, download the FPS mod pack, which is an easy 7 mod collection of mod packs. Sorry, a 7 mod collection. which is good enough for modding and stuff like that. So I just go there, download the version for 1.21.1, okay, and just have the basis done. If I need to update, I'll just update it through Prism. Here, it's a little bit more difficult because if I want to do the same thing of getting a mod pack and then adding mods on top of it, what I will do is this. Download the version that I want. In this case, 1.21.11 fabric. Okay, create mods. Why does it go to install by default if they have no mods? Whatever. Mod packs. And there I can download the FPS mod pack to have as a basis. And now you see another issue. Yeah, the Labby launcher crashed. I had so many problems with Labby just crashing whenever I try to do something with mods. And it's insane. Like, it's insane how much it crashes and it doesn't work. At least the mod section doesn't work. So yeah, it just doesn't work well. I had to go and add mods manually, but right now I want to go to the instance again. So I have 1.21.11 fabric. Oh, mods. Wait a second. Yeah, Labby launcher crashed. I have to reload again. An error occurred. I will report as the normal human being that I am. Now, other than that, like, it sucks because it means that you can only add mods once, or you need to be fast before it crashes. And it sucks. It doesn't fit. Yeah, it crashed again. Good. Sorry if I'm touching my nose so much. It's itching. So sorry if I look like Zizek. Whatever. Reload again. An error occur. Report it again. Yep, it'll go like this for infinity. Now, when it comes to their stuff, so for example, if I want to have a LabyMod instance, it's fine. It works fine. I can go into add-ons. These are some add-ons that I already downloaded. I can browse. I can add more add-ons. For example, I want to have Spotify. Okay, good. Download Spotify. I want to have a time changer. Okay, download it. I want to have TeamSpeak. I don't use TeamSpeak, honestly. But yeah, I want to download mods. Okay, download the mod. Let's download Sodium. And let me download Voxy. Ah, there we go. Also, talking about Sodium, another thing that I found out is that this is probably just me, but it automatically defaulted, when I was testing, it automatically defaulted to the beta of Sodium. At least when I was testing in 26.1, which is I usually use latest for testing because I usually play on latest. So I was trying to do that, whatever. Right now it works alright. I can boot it. And I actually like this menu. I actually enjoy how this menu works. I probably would have made it a little bit more icon based or a little bit tinier, like this. If it... Jesus Christ, my nose, bro. Like this, it makes it seem like... Oh my god, bro. Like this, it makes it seem like it should be a list, although it isn't. It's like this, which is a little bit weird, but I don't mind it. It's alright. It's an alright decision. Probably what I would have done was just put the icon and the name, something like how Prism does it. I guess they didn't want to be too similar to Prism, and it's okay, like, fine. I'm a really, really big Prism / MultiMC fan, so that's the reason why. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty much is like, oh my god, it's like that. Now, is there only negative to Labby Launcher? The answer is no, and I will actually show you one of. Oh, in the meanwhile, LabyMod booted. Let me just preemptively put the volume down because I know it'll be a little bit loud. One of the features I really enjoyed about Labby Launcher, and I think only 2 launchers right now do, other than like vanilla Minecraft, but like out of the Prism, you cannot hear it because I put the volume down, but it just started playing the Minecraft music even though I put it off. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Okay, I accidentally muted the Lobby Launcher. Good. So, what I was saying is one of the features I actually liked, and that thing probably only two launchers will now have of the category that Lobby is trying to compete in, is this. I will actually show it right now. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Actually, no, it's probably here. Where was it? Where was it? Was it settings in instances? Automatic updates. It's a little bit hidden. Performance, hardware acceleration, debug. What the fuck? Where the fuck is it? Hold up. Instances. No. Ah, there we go. Okay. So it's in the instance settings, which is kind of weird where we put in system settings, but it's something that I really like. This share mods, share add-ons. Now, I kind of get what they were trying to do. They were trying to do something like what Pandora Launcher tries to do. Now, what is Pandora Launcher? Pandora Launcher is like the new kid on the block for launchers. I don't personally use it, but I know Dennis, a friend of mine, who also helps me with some stuff, really likes it and uses it a lot. I personally am sticking with Prism because I just prefer it, but whatever. But I will show you Pandora in just a sec. Just show you what it does. Now, um, okay, there we go. There's Pandora. You might have seen this because it's made by the same guy who made Axiom. So if I create an instance, so let's say I want to create a 21.6 instance and I want to create a, I don't know, 21.10 syncing. There is this whole syncing feature where you can sync stuff, for example, the flashback folder, the Xerus Minimap folder, Bobby, Lightmatic, or just save screenshots, configs, whatever. I really like how Pandora does it, and it's one of the killer features of the client, actually. There are some stuff that I don't like, how, for example, you cannot really add icons to it. I really like that thing, how they do it in Prism and in BountyMC, that you can customize the icons. They don't do it yet. Previously, one of the main complaints that I have was that they didn't have support for CurseForge mods, even though I don't support CurseForge at all. There was this thing they couldn't support CurseForge, but they had support for it. I am waiting for Feed the Beast. Oh my god, I have to do so many steps to fucking delete an instance. Thank. Why is it like this? Why is it so complicated? Oh yeah, I'm stupid. I didn't write 21. Okay, good. So I like how they do the syncing feature. LabyMod does it, but it does it in a more generalistic sense. Share add-ins, share mods, and if I recall correctly, there was add-ons will be created as a private to this instance. And I saw there was probably one thing with resource packs. There was a resource. Oh my god, why does streaming thing just go here? Is that where it's supposed to? Why does it? Oh my god. There we go. Get back there. Okay. It does like this. I kind of prefer if they did more journalistic, at least with this stuff where you can sync the saves, sync the configs, sync the screenshots, resource packs, and shader packs, especially with, like shaders and some saves. For example, I personally have a lot of versions of my client. Sorry, not my client. My client instance, as in Multipack, Fermium. I have Fermium Lite, which is the lighter version, and I have Fermium the classic. I personally like to use a mix of the two, but whatever. I specifically made Fermium for content, Fermium Lite for recording, and playing in general. Now, I would have loved if they did something like sync shaders, sync resource packs in that, because At least if they did it on Labby, you would have had a killer feature and something extra to make the client a little bit better. And yeah, pretty much that is it. There are some cool features, like for example, I really love the instance tab. I really love how it is. Also, one thing that's really I didn't like was how some stuff is just bugged. For example, mods. I want to add a mod. Let me see what mods can I install. Oh, let's say I'm a PvPer. I want to have Apple skin so I can have the saturation bar. Apple skin isn't supported. Why? Why isn't it supported? It's one of the main mods. It's one of the main PvP mods, and you kind of advertise yourself as a PvP client. Some of the features that LabyMod has, and what probably half of the population of LabyMod uses it for is PvP. Why don't you support one of the biggest mods? I don't know. Maybe there's some stuff going on. Maybe not. Whatever. But let's say I want to have flashback. Where is the flashback mod? And I want to have resourcify. Where resourcify? These are mods I just use a lot, so I'll just add them for example, just show you, blah blah, and it's also related to my next point. Okay, it downloaded. Let me open up the instance real quick. Please load. Also, I don't know why they have a heat map of activity. Why would you have this? I understand that. I understand this, like all of this, but like, why the heat map? Why would you need this? It's also a thing that XMCL does. I never understood it. Just have playtime, whatever. So this is just the stuff that they have: keystrokes, pack organizer, damage indicator, better perspective, crosshair, fabric loader, whatever. Just this is what you usually have. Like this, just what I use. But usually you just have flux. And in my case, because I added because I want to have fabric support, I also added a fabric loader. Now let's see how it handles stuff. Please launch quickly. Why is it taking so long to launch? I swear to God, my PC isn't bad. I'm using a fucking Strix Hello. Come on, bro. That's why you need the logs to be there. Also, it's kind of weird how, like, I understand all this. Like, I don't know. Also, why doesn't it have the thing? Whatever. Resource packs, let me try to add the resource. That's weird. Why does the add button do that? Just add, I don't know, the low on fire, default dark mode, and I don't know. Where's the boss bar thing? Oh, I just have tiny tools. I just have tiny tools plus. Oh no, this will use actually. Please boot up in time. Why is it taking? I swear to God, it doesn't take too long with Prism. What the fuck? Oh no, it actually booted. Okay. I'll have to cut all of that because thank you, Labby. Please load. Okay. Oh. Where the fuck is my stuff? Why do I have this? Okay, this is my Labby stuff, but where is my stuff? So, actually, no, I'm actually thinking about it. Where the fuck did my stuff go? Whatever. Resource packs. Where are my icons? Okay, no, there is browse mount trait, which I think is the one that the thing uses. Not that, but whatever. Oh, the buttons are invisible. Why? I don't know. It's one of the things that I found annoying about LabyMod is how the modern looking UI, which the fancy UI, is way worsely made the vanilla UI, which is just regular Minecraft but with this dynamic background. And it's like, why? Why do I have to use this if you opt? Also, why the buttons don't work even here? Like, why does the aesthetic I try to do just not work? You know? And like, okay, I get like what it was trying to do, and I get it. But it's just weird. I just felt weird using the UI in general, not the UI in general, but like doing specific stuff with the UI. For example, why did the monster not load? Do I just not have flashback installed? Let me try to create a new word. Also distinct word by some reason. I'm gonna create a new 1.21.11 word to see if just flashback did install. To see if yeah, to see if flashback installed. It installed. The button doesn't work. Why can't I see it in the main menu? Why can't I see it in the main menu? It should be right here. Why can't I see it? It should be right there. Why can't I see it? So, I get, okay, other than, apart from the criticisms that I have for Labby, I get what they were trying to do. I get what they were trying to do. I get that they were trying to make a PvP client that could also be used by modders, that could also be used by people like me. Is there some stuff that I would improve? Definitely. The instances. Create instance. Add an option to add stuff from Modrint or from CurseForge if I wanted to, instead of keeping it hidden. The bug fixes. There's a lot of bugs right now. I know the client is new. It was version 3 was released a while ago, and I have been reporting every single crash that I see. But it just, I don't know, feels weird. Like how if I wanted to add mods and I made a mod pack, it just crashes. Like the mod pack feature itself just crashes the game. And I would just remove the mod pack option here and add it when you're trying to make a new client, like when you're trying to, make a new instance. I like the group features. It works fine. I think it works a little bit better than how it does in Prism. And I also think morally and by the sense of the design itself, the design of the client, how it works, like how the launcher works, it's fine. It's better than Lunar. It's better than Feather. It's better than CurseForge because all of them have ads, and so it automatically puts them under. But it's not too good. If I had to rate it, I rate it like 6 or a 5. It's the rating that I would give it. It's fair, but it's not too good. When I would rate something like a Prism or an XMCL or Pandora, an 8. No perfect client exists. There will be no 10 out of 10 client. Sorry. I keep confusing myself client and launcher. I meant launcher. There will be never a 10 out of 10 launcher. Okay? But it's kind of embarrassing how something open source like XMCL, who that has, by the way, you saw it right here, a default LabyMod implementation. So you can actually just use LabyMod in this and you'll be alright. It kind of sucks that it does stuff a little bit better in Labby. It kind of sucks that it does stuff better in Labby. I do wish the best for Labby Launcher and Labby in general, like LabyMod in general. I just don't like that right now it's not so good. And people will be put on by the fact that they can have a Lunar-like experience without ads, but will be put off by the fact that the client has bugs and the launcher, and that some mods just straight up don't work. What I wish for Labby Launcher is that it can, other than find its audience, because right now it's kind of keen on PvPers and people do SMP vids, because it's more focused on having a vanilla experience, on making people experience the best vanilla experience. But it still has some bug fixes, like in the client, not the launcher, but like in the client, if I wanted to have flashback recordings going, the buttons would not show, even if I had the normal UI. I think, again, at least in the fancy UI, they just won't show. When I was trying to add a shader pack, the buttons wouldn't be there, they would be unlabeled entirely. So it's like, please, Labby Launcher, I know right now they have a new heat map, and what they're trying to do is something noble. They're trying to basically make it more of a rolling release thing. They're trying to make a roadmap of stuff instead of doing LabyMod 5. I get it. I get what they're trying to do. I get that they're trying to do a brand new thing. I get it. It's just that right now it isn't ready. And honestly, if it's gonna be like that for a bit, I would say maybe having had to do update 5 would have been a better choice. I know right now they're trying to go for a more rolling release type of thing. Yes, I'm using Linux terms in a fucking review of a Minecraft client, but that's what I'm trying to say. They were trying to do a more rolling release type thing. But with the bugs it has, yeah, nah. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do. But whatever. I'll say that right now I'll give it a 5 of 10, 5.5, maybe a 6 if I'm generous enough. Uh, Itself, out of the PP clients that exist, it's probably the best by a simple reason that you can add fabric mods in it and it's relatively uncontroversial. Also, you can add whatever the fuck you want. It isn't like Lunar where it restricts you. I love how it's trying to do stuff, but right now there's a lot of bugs to be resolved, a lot of stuff to be made, and I hope they do it in 4.8 because 4.8 is apparently gonna be the design update. So yeah, I just ranted for about half an hour on LabyMod. Hope you guys enjoyed this vid. Hope if any Labby person, everyone who works at LabyMod, the client, the launcher, I still confuse the terms, so mind me. If anyone watch this video, hope you get an inspiration, I guess. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, do YouTube thing, and I'll see y'all whenever I can. I don't know, it's a side channel, so bye.